Children in the Congo, Palestine, Africa, hear the children, united by serious program coming out in 2050. I see fathers leaving on their children, and they want. I see mothers crying for their children, and they tell you. I see them leading children to destruction. Legal murder, called abortion. Come make us set the living world. Children keep suffering, suffering, suffering. Children keep suffering. We are YouTube also, not only on Facebook. Children keep suffering, suffering, suffering. Children keep suffering, suffering, suffering. Hey, we got to save the children. Save the children. Yes, all right. I see them coming from our children. I told you that years ago. I see them harming our children. I didn't tell you. I see them starving our children. Take their children from their bondage. Please give them the privilege. Our children keep suffering. Yes. This is the food to prevent cancer and all diseases, you know. I'm going to show you the use of the knife. The Bible creates one of the key symbols. Live, build a life. Happy same year to everybody. Children should be sad. Children should be glad. Children shouldn't be sad. Children should be glad. Children shouldn't be sad. Yeah, see the children, you know? Children keep suffering. Children keep suffering. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't get the vibe, innit? Yeah. You don't get the vibe. The nice program coming up on we're starting on the 13th of January, and we're going straight to the 23rd into February, 25 days. And the purpose of this program, because I know we just took out somebody to the hospice, right? The brother sit at the light on the post today. Right. This brother had cancer in his esophagus. And the radiation that oncologist gave him put a hole in his esophagus, so he couldn't put food in him. The food was going up in his back, and we fixed his esophagus. We plant and used herbs to plug up the holes in his esophagus. They put a 2 minute bed to feed. He's feeding on his own now. He was in hospice. So how are you going to tell me that helped over? So this program, the purpose of this program is to deal with number 1, phase 1, and phase 2, liver detoxification. Because in order for cancer not to develop, you have to have good immunity and you have to have good liver health. Yeah? So we going to tell the cancer to cause himself the day he was born. He can't enter. Then we're going to get rid of free radicals. Move that control please off. We're going to get rid of free radicals so that your free radical don't steal your electrons and damage the molecules that can cause you to get cancer long term. That is what we're going to do. This program is serious. And if you have cancer, trust me, you're going to see. This is godly. This is the diet, come over here. This is the diet that God gave us in the beginning to use. Because he, as the creator, if you believe in a creator, he knew that these foods was going to help us to prevent diseases. You know? But man started to put chemicals in the food. He put chemicals in the water. He messing up the air. All the electromagnetic fields he's creating. Yeah? And he's good in technology, but technology also have negativity too. It causes cancers too. So don't put the trust in man. Let's go over here. All right, now we're going to talk about the primary foods. Primary foods, secondary foods. We're going to talk about those. And you will have to know how to use them together in order for you to get the benefit of the primary food and the secondary food. Yeah? Primary beans, secondary whole grains. You must use the primary with the secondary because the secondary food helps to normalize the protein in the primary foods. See? We're going to show how to mix the food together too. Or you're mixing wrong. All right, so let's go over here. 25 days, this is only a sketch. We're going to have it on the website. You could go and download it. But it's only a sketch to tell you how to use the foods and how you can create a hostile environment. And cancer going to be angry because he can't get in. Yeah? So on the first day, we're going to start on a Saturday night. And the 13th of January is a Saturday. Into the Sunday. At 9 p.m. on the 13th of January, I want you to take 4 tablespoons of castor oil and mix that castor oil with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. And I want you to drink that mixture followed by a glass of apple juice mixed in a glass of pink grapefruit juice. If you have high blood pressure and you are taking a calcium channel blocker like nifedipine, you can leave the grapefruit juice out because it can potentiate that particular drug. So if you don't have high blood pressure, you can add the pink grapefruit juice with the apple juice. You're going to drink that. After you drink your castor oil with your tablespoon of coconut oil, yeah, that's going to lubricate the bile duct. The coconut oil will do that. And it also will help the stones, if there is a stone in your gallbladder, it's going to lubricate the stones to go into the bile duct so you don't stick into the bile duct at all. And remove the stones. Yeah? After the grapefruit juice, and also the apple juice mixed together, you are going to drink 1 cup of ginger tea, especially if you're living in the winter, because you're going to warm up your burner. And ginger have ginger oil and gingerone. Shrink tumor, that's your natural radiation. That's on the 13th of January, 2024. You ought to get on board. Too much people die from cancer, man. It's alarming. It's a pandemic now. It's going crazy. And I'm going to blame the system. The food we are eating is killing us. We are not using our food as a medicine. This is number 1. That's the first thing you're going to do for me. Yeah? We're going to put it together properly so you can go and download it and you can have it on your file. Okay? Wonderful. On the 14th of January, which is a Sunday morning, at 6 a.m. in the morning, you are going to do 2 minutes of deep breathing and 30 minutes of exercise. Stretching. I don't want you to jog. Period. Because if you're jogging, it's going to affect the job that you're doing to your heart. Fixing your heart muscle. So no jogging at all, but you can do a little bit of weightlifting and stretching and deep breathing to bring in oxygen into the cells. And when you breathe for 2 minutes, it helps to lubricate the diaphragm to create enough circulation deep down into the heart muscle, deep down into the bottom of the legs and the toes. 2 minutes of deep breathing. 6 a.m. in the morning. Or you can do it earlier. 4 or 5 is even better when there's no cars around. No carbon dioxide. No carbon monoxide. At 7 a.m. on the 14th of January, you are going to juice apples, ginger, 1 grain of garlic, and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and a teaspoon of lime or lemon juice at 7 a.m. on the 14th of January. Come over here, son. Come here. Sit down right there. I'm gonna show you how to do it because I'm doing it right now. I started my fast 2 days ago. I'm starting before you all because I'm making sure that cancer don't come into my system. It's on the rise. So we have, see here, we have the apples, we have our ginger, and we're going to see we have the whole bag of ginger. And we're going to show you how to do that. So the cancer can't come in. And in the process, you are shrinking tumors too. Yeah, and you're fixing your lung. We're going to teach you how to do that eventually. Come over here, son. I'm excited. And I want you all to be excited and teach somebody else. Each one teach one. If you do this program, cancer going to vex he never born. He going to be mad. He can't come in. And if he's in, you're going to fix him up. Doing this right here. Ginger. So at 7 a.m. in the morning on the 14th of January, you're going to juice ginger, one grain of garlic, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and a teaspoon of lime or lemon juice to what? To alkali. And you're going to drink that mixture every morning for what? For 10 days. Every morning. Cancer can never come in doing that. And if you have cancer, it's going to start to go away. He going to be great the day he was born. I'm telling you. Yeah? God is great. At 8 a.m. in the morning on the 14th of January, you're going to have a phytonutrient drink. A phytonutrient drink. Of what, Patrick? Of cilantro. Parsley builds the blood. Cilantro gets rid of what we call heavy metal poisoning. And remember now we are going to the DNA because we are now protecting the DNA from being damaged by the jab, number one. And we are also going to protect the nucleus of the DNA so that you don't get cancer. So that's what this juice is going to do for you while building your blood if you have blood deficiency. So at 8 a.m. on January 14th, you are going to juice. Have a juicer. Don't forget you have to have a juicer and a blender. You're going to juice cilantro. You're going to juice parsley. You're going to juice watercress if you have it in your neighborhood. You're going to juice turmeric. TJ, you're going to juice that. It's good for your liver and good for inflammation. Yeah. You are going to juice beets. Beets have 5%. Don't forget, beets have 5% iron. Beets have 10% calcium. Beets have 15% calcium, magnesium. Beets have 20% choline. Guess what choline does? Choline goes into the liver and it starts drenching your liver. That's what choline does. But the magnesium is also good for the heart. So the beets have so much choline that it starts to go into the liver, and because the liver is a workhorse, it starts to drench your liver. For the first phase of liver detoxification, you're going to juice apples. You're going to juice cucumbers, wheatgrass, green peppers, yeah, and string beans for insulin for the pancreas. Because string beans have natural insulin. Yeah. So if you're diabetic, you better drink this juice right here. If you have high blood pressure, you better drink that. If you have cancer, you better drink that too. And you won't drink that straight. And you could improvise. You can improvise daily. Yeah? For 25 days. Save up your money instead of going to buy a bag for $300. Put your money into your foods, man. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Wonderful. Next one. You're going to drink 4 to 5 glasses of this mixture per day. Adding 1 lime or lemon in that mixture. Yeah? You're going to drink this mixture for 20 days. And you can alter the vegetables. Yeah? So you can put in lettuce if you want. You can put in cabbages. If you could put in whatever, other vegetable that you like. Turnip. That's good for hemorrhoids. If you have hemorrhoids, put some turnip in there also. If you have internal hemorrhoids, put some turnip in there also. If you have external hemorrhoids, take 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and throw it in the hemorrhoid, or take a sponge or a cotton ball and throw some apple cider vinegar on a cotton ball and throw it in the hemorrhoid, an external hemorrhoid. disappear in 1 week. The turnip juice. All these are things you can do from nature. Yeah? That's day number 2. At 12 p.m., you're going to use primary foods. This is the primary food right here. See them here? Primary foods. And you're going to use the primary foods with the secondary foods. Because the secondary foods is the foods that normalize the protein in the primary foods. Yeah? But you can also put okra. Okra have selenium. And remember we said before that selenium is what we call a free radical scavenger. And the soil is depleted from that mineral, trace mineral. So lots of people don't have it or get it from their foods because the soil is depleted. But the soil ingredient is good. So what we do is we get the okra, and okra have a lot of selenium. But when you put it in the fire, lightly steam it, it gets into the stomach and it soothes the stomach walls. But it feeds the body selenium, and selenium is a free radical scavenger. All this have okra. Okra with the primary foods and the secondary foods. I'm teaching you how to kill cancer cells. So you're going to put the primary foods, which is the peas and the beans, and you're going to mix them with the secondary foods, which is the whole grains. And you're going to add onions. You're going to add okra. You're going to add body beans. You're going to add bell peppers. Huh? You're going to add pumpkin with the skin on. Don't take off the skin now. And these foods can be altered also. So you don't have to eat them every day. But at 12 p.m., that's what you're going to put together. You're going to put the primary foods together and the secondary foods together. They are very significant. Primary foods and secondary foods. And the tertiary foods, totally different. Let's go again. We're going to put it on the website. Mark it up. It's going to be all on PDF file. 12 p.m. If you are living in a hot climate, you should start eating your fruits at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you are living in a cold climate, like in the winter, your fruits should be limited to only 5%, not 20%. See what I said here? I said, fruits should be eaten that are in season to correspond to the bloodstream. Foods or fruits should be eaten that are in season. These are in season now. June plum, they call it in Jamaica. We call it golden apple, pumpsitae. They are in season. So we're eating a lot of them because they are in season. They correspond to the bloodstream. That's very significant. That's why the Caribbean people should be getting no cancer. Because the Caribbean countries still have food in season. So why are they getting cancer? Yeah? So the fruits should be eaten that are in season, and 20% of the fruits should be eaten in a hot climate. And only 5% in the cold weather, in the winter. Why 5% part to be called fruits and the tertiary foods? And because fruits are cooling foods, they can make the body become too cold. Yeah? So you don't need to eat lots of fruits in the wintertime. But if you're in the summertime, or in the Caribbean countries, where it's hot, the weather's hot, you're going to eat the fruits on a regular basis because the 20% of the fruits, because they are what we call cooling foods, but they also could make the sugar go up and out in the heat to burn it up. So you must use the fruits and burn it up as fuel up in the brain. Yeah? So by 12 to 6 o'clock, fruits. After 6 o'clock, no fruits. Don't forget I said, after 6 p.m., no fruits should be eaten because now the pancreas now is starting to go down to regenerate. So you should not be working your pancreas. Period. Especially if you have diabetes. Melons, guavas have lycopene. Lycopene. Good for cancer. Melons have lycopene. Guavas have lycopene. Mangoes have vitamin C. Yeah? Yes, sir. Yeah? Cantaloupes, grapes with the seeds, apples, and all the berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. It should be used regularly, but from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. only. After 6 p.m., no fruits. Because you're going to retain the sugars. And you don't want that cell to have that coating, the sugar coating with protein, to fool your macrophages and cause your cancer to spread. Yeah? So-called dinner. So-called dinner. Only liquids are allowed from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Only liquids are allowed from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. No heavy foods should be eaten after 6 p.m. Why, Patrick, does? Because all the endocrine glands are now going to regenerate. Between 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. in the morning, all the endocrine glands, the pituitary gland, the pancreas, the adrenal glands, all of them start to go to sleep, to regenerate. Yeah? And between 1 and 3 a.m. in the morning, your liver. And between 3 and 4:30 a.m. in the morning is your kidney. It's all picking up acids. So you don't want to force these organs to work for you at night when it's supposed to be going to sleep just like you do. Yeah? And to regenerate for you. That's why you're getting cancers. Eating in the nighttime. No fruits and no protein foods should be eaten at night. No fruits and no protein foods should be eaten in the nighttime. Period. Because of the fruits, you're going to kill your pancreas long term. Yeah? Because the pancreas become active from what time in the morning, Patrick? Your pancreas becomes very active from 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. in the evening. Yeah? After that, he's going to taper down. 7 o'clock, he's now rising. So you should not be giving him no sugars early in the morning. Yeah? Don't forget that. No fruits and no protein foods in the night. But you can have fresh vegetable juices, soups of whole grains, or peas and beans, or salads of the green leafy vegetables. They are allowed with water and herbal teas. I'm going to tell you what the herbs are. And all the herbal teas should be working in the organ system, cleaning the lymphatic system, draining it, working on your heart, working on your lung, working on your brain, working on the DNA, working on the lower burner, the intestines. See? These are the teas you're going to be using. And you're going to see your CEA going to drop, your CA 15.3 going to drop, your CA 27.29 going to drop, your CA 129, 125 going to drop too. And you're going to feel better. Yeah? You can't fool you no more. Herbal teas. First one is called rosemary. Rosemary is very important. We talked about rosemary last week. Rosemary have lots of vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, calcium, magnesium, and he binds with all these chemicals that is trying to get into the DNA to damage your DNA. He also did memory too and brain fog. Rosemary does that. So if you want to get your DNA back in order, you better put some rosemary in the mixture of these teas. I'm teaching you now. Red clover have isoflavones, but red clover have what? Genistein. Yeah? And red clover also work on the lymphatic system. It shrink tumors too. Because why? Because you have genistein. And genistein prevent angiogenesis. Because with this herb, it has anti-tumor activity. Turmeric, anti-inflammatory, especially in the lower burner, the intestines. Turmeric prevents troubles in there, and that's what you're going to clean first. You're going to clean your digestive system first. Milk thistle for the liver. Silymaria. If you have liver troubles, or you want the liver to work properly, you must put milk thistle in the mixture. These are the herbs you're going to make for me. Licorice, in studies, shrink tumors. Yeah? And because licorice can make you retain sodium, because it is mixed with all these herbs, this herb will counterattack the side effect of this particular plant. Is also an adaptogen. Good for the adrenal glands. Yeah? Good for the stomach. Good for the lung. Licorice is. If you have cancer in the lung, make sure you put some licorice in there also. In the left lobe. If you have COPD, use some licorice. Chaga mushroom is one of the best mushrooms to me. It helps to increase immune reservoir and increase the function of your NK cells. Natural killer cells. Chaga does that. Echinacea help to build up the CD4 and the CD8 cells. Yeah? And work on the lymphatic system. Ginseng, shrink tumors in studies. Harvard University. Ginger, shrink tumors too. Yeah? Gases in the stomach. Yeah? But this is my natural radiation. So you must put ginger in there. I'm sure to use it another while. Buckthorn bark to move the excessive amount of waste matter from the lower burner called the large intestines. Buckthorn bark does that. See? So what I'm doing is, I'm moving the organs up, I'm cleaning the organs up, but I'm also moving waste matter from your intestines so that your bloodstream can stay clean, because if your bloodstream don't stay clean, you're going to get a disease, because the blood is your life. And the blood carries toxins and acids. Yeah? But we now, in this program, going to remove the excessive amount of acidosis from the blood and toxins from the blood. And plus, we're going to get rid of excessive amount of mucus from the mucous membranes. Mullein leaf is good for your hot, cold, damp condition of the lung. So if you have asthma, we're going to give you some mullein there. Put the mullein leaf in there also. Astragalus for the immune system. A Chinese plant called astragalus. Yeah? Dandelion root to get rid of what we call environmental toxin from the liver. Especially if you have liver cyst, CYST. And in the process, we are going into the crypt, CRYPT, crypt of the intestines. And when we go into the crypt of the intestines, we are now increasing your stem cells. You can never get non-Hodgkin lymphoma. You can never get Hodgkin's lymphoma, and you can never get leukemia or hypothalassemia. Yeah, because we're going to the crypt of the lower burner called the intestines, and we are going to increase the function of your stem cells. Yeah. We're going again. Hawthorn for the heart. And hawthorn berries also give the heart a stronger contraction, because once you're on this program, you must have good heart health, because the heart has to pump the blood to the circulatory system. And in order for the heart to do that, you have to have good heart health. So hawthorn is going to give your heart a stronger contraction. It's going to prevent plaque from forming on the walls of the arteries, but it's going to also drop your cholesterol levels and drop your pressure if it's high. Because this program here will do all of that for you. Fix all your pressure, all your cancer, and all your eyes, and all your liver. Yeah? Because we're going to go on phase 1 and phase 2, liver detoxification. If you do this program here, the oncologist can never see you all. Period. Let's go again. Some supplements. If you have cancer, you can use IP6. If you're taking chemotherapy, don't do my program. It ain't gonna work. Don't forget, I said if you're doing chemotherapy, don't do my program. If you're taking radiation, don't do my program. Do my program after you take your chemotherapy and your radiation. Do not do this program if you are on chemotherapy. And do not do this program if you are taking radiation. Yeah? Counterproductive. But if you're taking chemotherapy, you're going to take some NAC, and glutathione, and what that does, it prevents the chemotherapy from killing your what? Your good cells. While you're keeping you're killing the bad cells, while you're keeping the good cells healthy. If you're going to take your chemotherapy before you do this program. But anybody's on chemotherapy, do not do my program at all, period. It won't work. Because chemo is a poison. And radiation causes secondary cancers too. They know that for a fact. It won't help you at all. Some supplements, buffer vitamin C. 5,000 milligrams per day. Space it out. 2,000 in the morning, 2,000 in the afternoon, and 1,000 in the evening. Buffered vitamin C. Why buffered vitamin C? Because when it's buffered, it changes the pH, potential hydrogen, to 7.0, 7.45. And I push it up even more to 8.0, 8.3 alkaline. Yeah? So you're going to have some strips and check your pH, and you will see the pH jumps up to 8.0. Yeah? And cancer can never come. Zinc for the thymus gland, to keep the thymus gland from shrinking prematurely. If there's no zinc in the thymus gland, it will shrink prematurely. And because that is where your cells go in to educate themselves from the bone marrow, they go to the thymus, and they have to educate themselves to get a PhD from the thymus gland. But if the thymus gland is not going to have enough zinc and vitamin C and B6, he starts to shrink prematurely, and he can produce a thymosin to produce a Th lymphocyte. So cancer going to develop faster. So for women, 50 milligrams of zinc per day. For men, 30 milligrams of zinc for women and 50 milligrams of zinc for men, because zinc is also found in the man's prostate gland. Be populous. And this is important for cancer too. Studies in Columbia University. Shrinking tumors, lipoic acid, and pine bark. Pick the job. All of these, save up a little money and invest in your health, because your health is your wealth. Yeah? Avocados would be eaten or should be eaten between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. with walnuts, sesame seeds, and pumpkin seeds. Why Patrick does? Because they're fats. And you need them in the cell membranes, but you need heat to break them down too. So once you're going to use them, if you're in a hot climate, eat them in between the hours of 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. and take a walk. Or if you're in a cold climate and you're going to use them, only use a handful of those nuts and seeds, and then you go to the bathroom and sweat to burn up the fats and get them into the cell membranes. Otherwise, what's going to happen to you eventually is going to store in your liver. Yeah? And then the Th2 lymphocyte will steal or fool the macrophages, causing what we call a cytokine storm, and raise the function of your Th2 lymphocyte, which is your enemy. Because the Th2 lymphocyte produces what? Interleukin 5, interleukin 6, interleukin 10. But if you have cancer, yeah, and you're not doing the right thing, especially when you have asthma and allergies, that Th2 lymphocyte don't work, because it causes a cytokine storm. And it raises the Th2 and it raises your tumor levels, because your cortisol level rises also. So don't forget, if your cortisol level rises, your Th2 lymphocyte will rise. If your cortisol level drops, your Th2 lymphocyte will drop, and your Th1 lymphocyte will rise, and your tumor will shrink, and then your cancer cannot fool your macrophages. There we go. 6 glasses of distilled water daily. Every day. Lots of water. Soup is water. Juices are water. Every day. Yeah? Let's go again. Servings. You're going to have 4 servings of onions and garlic weekly. 4 servings. We're going to tell you what they are on the PDF file. So for that 25 days, you're going to have 4 servings of onions and garlic weekly. You're going to have 3 servings of cruciferous vegetables. Have indole 3 that attack cancer cells. They can't do that either. You're going to have 3 servings of cruciferous vegetables every week. Kale, Brussels sprouts, cabbages. Yeah? 3 servings weekly. You're going to have 5 servings of melons and other fruits weekly. 5 servings. You're going to have 5 servings of vegetables full of carotenoids weekly. Don't forget I said before, you're going to have 5 servings of vegetables, the green leafy thing, full of carotenoids, flavonoids, terpenoids. What do Patrick does? They prevent estrogen from getting into the woman's receptors. They work like tamoxifen, but they do not have the side effect of tamoxifen, because the tamoxifen gives you uterine cancer long term. Yeah? These guys here called carotenoids and terpenoids don't give you that, but they prevent the excessive amount of estrogen from invading your what? Your receptors. But they also strengthen your blood vessels. So all these vessels here are so strong with these terpenoids that the cancer come in and it can't go on the vessel walls and it can't feed because they're strong. You strengthen them. And once these vessels are strong, yeah, oh man, the vascular walls. See the vascular walls right here? Once the vascular walls are strong, cancer cells say, oh shoot, I gotta grow. And in order for me to grow, I have to go on a vessel, yeah, on the vascular walls, so that I can create more blood vessels to feed and grow, more tumors. But when you use these foods here, with carotenoids and flavonoids and terpenoids, they strengthen the vascular walls. With L-cadherins from tangerines and grapefruit skins, and oh my goodness, God is great. And all these citrus fruits, they strengthen the vascular walls. And when the vascular walls are strong, the cancer cell come and say, oh, I can't go here because you're supposed to get them strong. I can't get in, so you can never grow. And once you have the cadherins now, what the cadherins do is, they say, you know what? I can't grow, Patrick, so I am going to camouflage and move into the bloodstream. And the cadherins say, you're sucker, you can't move, because why? They uncode that sucker called the cancer cell from what? From tangerine skins, grapefruit skins, orange skin. God is great, man. He uncode them, and then your immune system says, oh shoot, oh, you're the bad guy, eat them up. How come the medical system don't teach you that? And they know that for a fact. How come the medical system don't teach you these things? 5 servings of vegetables full of carotenoids and flavonoids and terpenoids weekly. 6 servings of green leafy vegetables. 6 servings of green leafy vegetables weekly. You're almost done, you know. 4 servings of tomatoes weekly. Lightly steam them and remove the seeds. Do not eat tomatoes raw. Do not eat okra raw. Do not eat cabbages raw. Do not eat cauliflower raw. Do not eat carrots raw. They should be lightly steamed to release the indole 3 and the lycopene that's good for cancer. But remove the seeds from the tomato because they can lodge in your appendix and give you appendicitis. 4 servings of tomatoes. Another one with the chemicals. Eat an apple a day to keep the doctor away. Eat an apple a day for 25 days. Every day you're going to eat an apple. To keep the sick man away with a white coat. Don't forget. Yeah? 5 servings of mesco and tempeh weekly. 5 servings of mesco and tempeh weekly. Why mesco and tempeh, Patrick? Because mesco and tempeh, yeah? You know what they are? They are fermented. Hear what they do? They prevent your cancer cells from creating blood vessels. So they prevent angiogenesis. Studies proving that. So how come your doctor won't tell you these things? How come your oncologist don't teach you these things, sisters and brothers? Huh? Huh? How can they put you in hospice and I'm taking you out of hospice? Because I am making your body heal itself by putting back the God-given foods that God gave us in the beginning to use to keep cancer away. Yeah? I deal with cancer prevention, and this is a cancer prevention program. You will never get cancer. Never, ever. You can't if you follow this program. And if you know anybody who have it, make them follow it also. With IP6 and Holy Immune and ALER. Go to here right now. Go to here. Keeping the TH1 and TH2 in balance. This guy right here. He produces interleukin 5, interleukin 10, interleukin 12. This guy, TH2 lymphocyte. But he can cause a cytokine storm. Yeah? Especially if you have breast cancer. So usually, if you are stressed out and you have weak adrenals, you are going to produce lots of what we call cortisol. Now, the higher the cortisol, the higher the TH2 lymphocytes. And then the TH2 lymphocytes are being fooled by the cancer cells. But also, he creates what we call a cytokine storm. Immune cytokine storm. So what we're going to do is, we're going to keep the TH1 and the TH2 in balance, so they could produce your interleukin 1, interleukin 2, interleukin 12, interleukin 10, whatever they are. Your proteins. They are your protectors. Yeah? From causing cancer to grow. How come they don't teach you these things? How come they don't teach you these things, man? How come? When I told the oncologist from India Brother Gary, I hope you're looking, brother. He's still living. They give him 5 months to live. He's still living. Brother Gary, you're still living, brother. I hope you're alive. I said, brother, you have to break down Brother Gary's Th2 lymphocyte and raise his Th1 lymphocyte. Because this guy is his friend when he have high cortisol. And this guy, low cortisol, and this guy is the enemy when he have high cortisol. Ask them these things. You almost ask them questions. Doc, oncologist, how do I raise my Th1 from Th2 because of high cortisol level? Ask them that. And then you must take B5 for the medulla of the adrenals, because the B5 with DHEA, look at them here now. Woo! Lactobacillus acidophilus, L-92. Yeah? Woo! Luteolin. A flavonoid called this. Look at him right here. See him here? Boom, 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 boom. He's the flavonoid. Now, if you mix him with these guys right here, you see these guys right here? If you mix him with them guys right here, probiotic 8, the 8 strains, if you mix this guy, luteolin, which is the flavonoid, if you mix him with the lactobacillus acidophilus, and you mix him with some vitamin C, and you mix him with some boswellia, and you put a little bit of DHEA, he will normalize your cortisol level and drop it down. If you are stressed because you have cancer and you are worrying too much, your cortisol will rise up. And when it rises up, you will put yourself in danger, because the Th2 lymphocyte, will rise and cause you to get a cytokine storm and cause your cancer to spread. So how come they don't teach you them things, man? I'm teaching you them things. You see? So this Th1 and Th2 could be in balance with your immune cytokines. Yeah? By using these things right here. Yeah? You mix them with boswellia. It's also African plant. And DHEA and a lot of vitamin C. And they're going to work for you now, because they're going to keep the cortisol level down. And your B5 will work on the medulla of the adrenals. And once the cortisol level down, he's going to start to go up, and he's your protector. He's going to start to create all the NK cells. Woo! And he's going to drop. And then your cancer cell cannot fool your macrophages, which is housed in your lymphatic system. So we're working where? We're working on the bone marrow. Bone marrow. We're working on that. We're working on that. We're working on what? The lymphatic. Yeah. System. We're working on that. We're working on what? The spleen. We're working on what again? We're working on what again? No. We're working on the thymus gland. Them guys right here. This program here is going to work on the bone marrow. He's going to work on the lymphatic system. He's going to work on your spleen. He's going to work on your thymus gland. And because these 4 guys are the most important part of the immune system, he's like a football field. And then we go straight, we say, you know what? We're going to go over here. Boom, liver. Because this guy is significant in keeping cancer away. The liver. So you have to have these 4 working in sync. All the cells come from here, and they go to where? They go to the thymus, from the bone marrow. And then they go to school, and they get educated, and they get a PhD from the thymus gland. And when they go to the PhD from the thymus gland, the thymus gland say, okay, you are a carpenter, you are a lawyer, you are a doctor, you are a mechanic, you move into the bloodstream now. Because you know you have your PhD. You are qualified to kill cancer cells, kill parasites, kill yeast, kill fungi, kill viruses. That's how it works. And you're going to tell me that there's no God. God don't exist. Yeah, right. And then we go to the spleen, the largest area of the lymphatic system. And because he replenishes all these cells, and he builds the blood, but he works with the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system hosts your lymphocytes and your macrophages. So we keep him thin with cleavers. We move the blood with echinacea. We put red clover there. We put buckthorn bark there. And we clean them up. So how cancer can come in here? How the hell cancer can come in here? How cancer can come in here? It can't. They will regret the day they was born. Follow me, man. And if you do that, you will, and you use the mushroom, see them, come over here, son. See them there? And eat them. You can never get cancer, never. If you have cancer, you go and fix it. But you don't fix cancer, you take off your breast and you're still getting cancer. The cancer is coming back. Why the cancer coming back? Because you take off your breast, mean the cancer gone. Because you take out your prostate, mean the cancer gone. Because you take out your piece of the kidney, mean your cancer gone. Because you pull your stomach, your esophagus down to the intestine, mean your cancer gone. So then why are you taking chemotherapy if they cut out the part that have the cancer? I mean the cancer is still there. That's why you have to go and take 6 weeks of chemotherapy and radiation after they remove your breast. Because the cancer is still there. If the cancer was so gone, when they remove the part that have the cancer, they wouldn't have to give you no chemotherapy. I'm teaching my people every day. Come over here, sir. So now we're going to do first day. Oh yeah, is that sweating? I'm sweating it? Start already. Let's go. Let me go. Start it. Apples. We're excited. See that, man? Ginger. See that, man? Flavonoid, that carotenoid. You see? Woo! Yeah. And then I'm going to take my acidophilus, we just talked about a while ago, and I'm going to throw him inside here. Yeah. And I put him inside my cup. This is vegetarian. Don't put no pork capsule. We go with vegetarian capsule. Yeah, we take him out. All the pork from the pork skin and all kind of thing. Me dealing with that thing. Put them inside here. So we put them back all the good bacteria down in your intestines and the lower burner. Yeah? And we're going to do like this, you know. We're going to take them out. Watch them. You see that there? Yeah? And we're going to put them inside here. See that? Oh my goodness, God is great. Whoa, yo, yo. Oh my goodness. And what I will do is, I drop a little bit of coconut water. Yeah? Coconut water. Yeah. Yeah, see? You see the lung? In the heat, when the ginger, it go into your lung. And them old dirty cancer cells in that lung, he said, yo, sucker, you're gone. I burn you to flicker. Come, burn you up. Ah. Okay, all right, where you going? And see now, you can cut a lime, and you guys drop the lime inside the juice. Yeah? And then you can take these here, they call them June plum in Jamaica. You can cut them when they're yellow, they're good for the lung. Have a lot of vitamin C. But when they're green, when they're green like this is green like that, it's good for the intestines. When it's yellow, it's good for your lung. And because they are in season now, we're going to use them. This is in season also. So we could use them together, and we could blend them up also and make a punch with them without putting sugar. And then we could use some cane juice to add, no sugar, no white sugar, no brown sugar. A little bit of cane juice to keep it, to give it a little taste, and you could drink that, yeah? And then that keep the lung healthy. But it have a lot of carotenoids and flavonoids and terpenoids, you know? So you keep all the veins healthy. So you can never get cancer. And if you do have cancer, your cancer can never spread. Because now all these foods here, See, callaloo, they call it bhaji in Trinidad. This is callaloo. We're making a callaloo soup tomorrow. We put in all kind of things in the callaloo soup. We put in green fig, we put in onion, we put in garlic, we put in thyme. And this guy here, green, and he builds the blood. Callaloo, we call it ingredient, but we don't use them. We go in a restaurant every day and buying restaurant food. Look over here. Dunkwe, move the blood. Shrink fibroids, shrink ovarian cysts. Good for PCOS. Good for heart failure. Dunkwe. D-A-N-G-Q-U-I. Dunkwai. This is called white peony. It invigorates your blood. And in order for you to get to fix cancer, you have to invigorate your blood. Yeah? This one is called opiopogon. It's good for your lung. Any kind of lung troubles. You're going to mix this with ho-hum, mullein leaf, prinseng, saw palmetto, thyme, any kind of virus in the lung. And elderflower, elderberry, oh my goodness. You're going through a cold or fluenza-free winter. Opiopogon. Yeah? And this one here builds the blood. It invigorates the blood with jujubidate. It's a lot of things I'm going to teach you all here now. Yeah? How to stay healthy. Yeah? Son, look my son right here. You was ever vaccinated?
Nah.
No. Son, you ever get COVID vaccine?
No.
Son, since you're born, did you ever go to the hospital before?
No.
Did you ever go to a doctor before?
No.
Wonderful. My daughter could say the same thing. My son is 17 years old, never went to a doctor. Never did. And he's not vaccinated. No polio vaccine, no measles vaccine, none of them. So they can't fool me. You know what I mean? Because I know to take care of my children. You understand? Yeah? Because you won't tell me, come over here, that you won't give me something that will make my immune system become committed to that shit. It ain't what happened. Yeah? You giving me something in my arm, and my God-given immune system that God put into me to protect me from cancer cells, viruses, fungi, parasites. You won't give me that out of the baby, and then you make my immune system become committed to what you put in here with formaldehyde and mercury and lead. Yeah? So you make my immune system that God gave me to protect me committed to that man-made stuff you put into my system. You follow me? So when I get older, something coming that can't fight it because my immune system is so committed to that garbage you put in my system. So go into them rural areas. You want no latrine, they have latrines still. You want no good running water, go to them. Yeah? Don't come and tell me because we increase now hygiene. Yeah? Polio was on the decline before the vaccine was introduced. Do the research, Dr. Stock. 67% of people who was vaccinated for polio got polio. Do the research. The polio vaccine was also contaminated with the simian 40 virus. Go do the research. Facebook and YouTube. It was contaminated with the polio, with the simian 40 virus from the monkey. Do the research. From 1955 to 1959, this top vaccine. Yeah? But your God-given immune system is there to protect you. If you can put it in balance, and if by any chance you get a disease, that God-given immune system is going to work for you because they are not educated and they have a PhD and they're running around in your bloodstream and they're looking for all these guys. Parasites, they're looking for cancer cells, they're looking for fungi. Yeah? They're looking for bacteria. Yeah? That's what they're looking for. Yeah? So when they come in, if you have a good God-given immune system, all of them is dead. That's why somebody in this household got what RSV they call it, and I really ain't get it yet. Why I ain't get it? She lose her voice, and I ain't get nothing yet. Because you know what? I ain't eating no bread, I ain't eating no cheese, I ain't drinking no milk. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm not going to get sick, but I am protecting myself to avoid myself and my children from entering or the sick care building. Yeah? So all is here, come on, sir. All is here. We're going to put it down on the website properly, and then you can go to the website and you can download it, and it's the PDF file, and I want you to follow it for me. Don't think I'm mad because that's how I speak, okay? I speak with conviction, don't forget. And then you could also show it to somebody else who have cancer. And if you want to talk to me, you can give me a call, okay? Yeah? All right. We have Christy products here. You know, we do with shea butter, cocoa butter, this butter, that butter. This is very important for acne. We're going to send some to England. We're going to have this in Ambrosia on Friday. And we're going to have the Radiant Skin also with that help the skin to get rid of marks and stuff like that. So don't forget, go to naturalrevolution.care or patrickdellsholistic.healing.com. Hope you all got some information. Get ready. Instead of going and spend $300 on a Gucci bag, Gucci don't have money already. Gucci don't have money already. Michael Jordan, brother, you're a black brother. I love you, brother, because you're black, African American, but you have money already. Yeah? All the big perfume bag you're looking for $300, you will have $1 in all your bag, and them have millions of dollars. But when it comes to your health, you all don't want to go and spend the money for that health, because at the end of the day, you won't get sick, and that Gucci bag will lay down on your bed like Steve Forbes. You won't get sick, and a nice rim on your car will be still there. You're going to get sick with cancer, and that big house with all the nice things in it will still be there. Yeah? They ain't going away. Yeah? So you have to put some time into your head, because cancer is on the rise. It's on the rise. 10-year-old have cancer. A 5-year-old is dead from cancer. A 11-year-old have sarcoma cancer. Women call me every day with triple negative breast cancer, which is difficult to repair. Pancreatic cancer is on the rise. Colorectal cancer is on the rise, people. You are listening. You're just like no one is. No, I see you been in a ark, but the sun hot. You don't want to say rain go fall, no, you're lying. That was a whole month now, I ain't seen no rain fall in the sun hot. Partying, dancing, winding up, talking, giving in marriage, until Noah entered the ark. If you say that storybook, that's all good. I love the story. And the flood came and washed them all away. So shall be the coming of the Most High. Yeah? Because we come and be teaching you all, and people still not listening. And you're getting cancer like Trinidad full of cancer. The number one killer of Grenadians is cancer. The number one killer of Grenadians is cancer. The number one killer of Trinidadians is coming to cancer. St. Lucia is not far behind. Antigua is not far behind either. Jamaica is even full of it in terms of prostate cancer in men. Yeah? And all these programs here that we create can prevent cancer from forming in your body. All you have to do is take some time and put that little money aside and buy them up, piece by piece, and put them down. That's what I do. All people who love me and they bring me these things. Because they have love for me, I have love for them. You follow me? These are what people bring for me. They give me. Because I show love. Love that. We have to live on a communal level. We have to let the community raise our children. You see? We have to give each other things. That's how we grow. You know? Socialism, I call it. We grow together. We give, you give. I give, you give. Yeah? And we live off each other. If not, the world is sick, the world is in turmoil right now. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's going to get worse. Or you ain't seen nothing yet. You see this New Year? You see earthquake hit Japan? Huh? In the last days, prettiest time will be at hand. Men will be lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Yeah, and we see that happening. Only when you get cancer, you run to the doctor, and the doctor says you got cancer, and you walk all over the place. Oh my goodness, I got cancer. When you sit across from an oncologist and he tell you that you have cancer, Then you will think, well, yes, Patrick Dell was saying clean and detoxify, and clean and detoxify, and clean. You're going to think. God bless. See you all on Thursday in America. Give thanks and praise to the Most High, and don't forget to love your neighbor as yourself. Go to the website, Patrick Does, holistichealing.com or naturalrevolution.k. Yeah? Ambrosia Health Foods, 41718-469-0985. And my number is 631-530-2329 or 420-0856. My number is again is 14734162310. Any other number is fake. Fakers, scammers, fakers, scammers. Don't be scammed. That's a lot. Give thanks. All right, Santa.